bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a, but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers.
Brandon Gardner alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance, but they're trying to do something that the Bucs were able to do last year, which is win a Super Bowl in your home stadium.
And how about that? Because the Buccaneers pulling it off, and the funny part about them, they had been on the road the entire playoffs, but got the Super Bowl in their home stadium. Now here the Chargers trying to make it 2 in a row, hoping this game will turn out a little bit better than their first Super Bowl appearance, a 23-point loss to San Francisco in Super Bowl 29.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
Love, they go play action now. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 34.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after
for the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 44, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Hopkins with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Working out of the gun. Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On the option, here's Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Love. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Philip Dorsett, 28 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play fake. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
On the option, here's Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Second down and goal. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Play action this time with Love. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Yeah, they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Rashawn Gary. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in field goal range. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Off the play fake, Love. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Packers.
To the air again, Love. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big... connection on that one. 37 yards. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On 4th down, Love. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. It's Eckler again. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard.
On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Herbert, rolling to his right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going back to Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Love. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Green Bay. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
At the 28-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Love with a give to Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Here's Love. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
The score, Packers 35, Chargers 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13, and he will make it to the 20. Yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the outcome?
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. will take a 7-point lead now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Love. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions.